Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Friday, the 15th of January, and this is our weekly recap. This goes out to all my members and everybody on the email list on YouTube, and I'm going to put it on Twitter today. If you want to learn more about me, come over to smartoptiontrading.com. You want to learn about the live trading room and what we do every day, click on live trading alerts. Or if you want to get my 2021 Outlook special, you can click here. This is the last weekend for it. After this, it comes off the market. It's $99. Just click buy now. All right, link in the description below. So guys, let's talk about this week. And this kind of was a very, very choppy week. And you have a situation where there's very few things leading, but what's leading has been very strong. We had three sectors this week that led all week long. It was energy, the XLE, financials, and the XLF, and the IWM, the small caps. And what continues to lag is big tech. And what you saw here is you saw this all-time high put in on Friday last week, and then we've struggled all week. And today we gapped down, we lost the 8-day, and we flushed all the way to the 21-day before we reversed hard and shot back up on some very, very big volume. And I want to show you this on a 5-minute chart so you guys can get an idea of what's going on here, right? Here's your here's your close yesterday. Here's your gap down. We rolled hard and we did 36 million shares in the first hour. That is big time distribution volume. We don't see that very often. But then look what happened. Did we get a reversal candle? No. We got a V bottom and shot right back up. Why? Because they're not ready to dump this market yet. They're playing games, but there is a lot of selling going on under the covers. And that is certainly something to keep in mind. And look at the Qs here. The Qs have been the weak link, not nearly as strong, not back to the 8-day. The IWM has been very strong. Look at this, raging to all-time highs. Came down, held the 8-day today. The financials were strong until today when we had earnings. We'll go over that in a minute. And the energy sector was strong. There's a very strong correlation right now, by the way, between the energy sector and the IWM. So it's something just to keep in your mind. All right, so we've had quite the little week here. What do we have going on this week? And there's a couple of things to think about here. We have threats of violence around the country on specifically being on the 17th. We have a 3-day weekend. The markets are closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day. We come in on Tuesday, we have the inauguration of Joe Biden, and then we have Netflix. So we have a lot that's going to kick off next week. So the lot's going to be starting here. So keep that in mind as we move forward. So when we talk about this week, let's talk about the week that was a little bit. We talked about the banks. Look at this move in JP Morgan. All the way up, and here it is down, hit the 8-day and bounced. Citigroup, though, was not so good. Neither was Wells Fargo Chase. So one of the banks was good. The other two were not so good this morning on earnings. What else do we have going on this week? Let's talk about it. Guys in the room, let's help out. We had AMD gave a nice trade on Monday. I think I was the only person to lose money on AMD on Monday on that move up. I got stopped out when it came in, when I chased it a bit, and then it took off and ran on me. Happens. And then we had their presentation at CES. It pushed off, thank you, right? And then it screamed down here. And look at this fall on this one. And a lot of that's due to what happened with Intel. Intel, at this point, announced a new CEO. Intel here is going to earnings. Interesting to me. You don't typically announce a new CEO a week before earnings. Obviously, they needed to make a change, and things are not good there. But AMD getting beaten up a little bit on that. D-Dog had a couple of nice days, gave some trades in here along the way. Nvidia tried and gave a trade, a couple trades here on Monday, right? Look at that move up, and then it just couldn't hold. And again, it continues to struggle to hold and get any traction. We keep talking about it having to get above this 452 area, and it cannot hold it. It breaks it, and then it comes right back in. Fubo gave a couple huge trades this week, nice 2-day and half-day trades there on that one. People were all over that one. GM, we've been talking about this one. Massive week for GM. Huge trades on that one for people who wanted it. Blink was strong. Plug was ungodly, right? Ungodly move in Plug. It doubled in a period of a week and a half. Big moves on that one. We saw them come after names like Airbnb and push them to all-time highs. Those were trading that for a couple of days. Dash also, they pushed to all-time highs. That one was also some good trades in that one as we came out of here. And these are the recent IPOs. Today, for what it's worth, I traded Palantir on the open, made some money on that one in Facebook. And then I didn't do a thing for the rest of the day as we're sitting here at 320. And sometimes, guys, I'm going to tell you about this. There's days when you should trade aggressively and days where the action's not there. There's just no edge. And they become boring days. And I didn't do anything. Now, Facebook's holding in well. It has a gap starting at 244.13 that goes down to about 232. Be aware of that. This name is not acting right. Neither is Twitter or any of these names. Apple this week was just absolutely horrible. Broke that downtrend last week and then just does nothing, and it's lost the 21-day and the 8-day again. And overall, this market's saying it doesn't want anything to do with big tech right now. So maybe this changes next week. But I will say this: it cannot keep running the same names. It's always a warning sign when the market can only run the same names, and the names get smaller and smaller and smaller. Eventually, if you don't rotate, that leads to problems. So just pay attention to the market. The market's saying it's not sure here, and you should be on your guard as we go into next week. With that said, I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful weekend, 3-day weekend. Want to learn more about me? Links in the description below, and I'll catch you guys all bright and early on Tuesday morning.